China CEO Xi Jinping has formally outdoored the planet's longest sea cross-axle, 9-year following building at first began. Consisting its accessing roads, the axle spans 55 km, 34 miles, and connects Post-Kong to Macau and the continent China town of Zhuhai. The axle has price on $20 BN, pound, and seen several intermittent. Building has been pursued by security issues. At low 18 workers include dead on the draft, officials tell. Mr. Xi visited the discovery right of the axle that took location in Zhuhai in the leaders of Post-Kong and Macau on Tuesday. The axle will outdoor to routine traffic on environment. The cross connects 3 key coast cities in southern China, Post-Kong, Macau and Zhuhai. The axle, intended to survive earthquakes and typhoons, was constructed with 400,000 tons of steel, quite to construct 60 Eiffel Towers. On 30 km of its full long crosses the Sea of the Gem inland estuary. To enable sea vessels via a chapter in the medium dips in an underwater tube how rest among 2 synthetic islands. The left sections are connection roads, viaducts and earth tunnels connection Zhuhai and Post-Kong to the major axle. It is portion of China's schedule to build a more bay region, consisting Post-Kong, Macau and 9 some cities in southern China. The region is now household to 68 millionth human beings. In the history, traveling among Zhuhai and Post-Kong would get up to 4 persons several hours. The new axle intermittent the downward to 30 protocol. No. Such who wish to crucifix the axle must receive specific permits, posted by a quote framework. And all vehicles will pay a duty. The axle is not serviced by social transportation, so individual canoe buses will as well ply the path. Down there is no railing connection. Authorities initially alleged how 9,200 vehicles would crucifix the axle each date. They after reduced their estimations following new transportation networks were constructed in the area. Down there's been a large transactions of critique of the draft. Hundreds of workers include as well been injured for the building. You might as well be concerned in, down there include as well been concerns on the ecological effect. Ecological groups say the draft may include inflicted severe damage to sea lifetime in the region, consisting the crucially uncommon China white's porpoise. The quantity of dolphins seen in Post-Kong water has diminished of 148 to 47 in the history 10-year, and they are now lack of the water close the axle, onto the Post-Kong branches of the Planet Broad Foundation for Environment, WWF. This draft has done permanent harm to the ocean, told Samantha Shelter, aide CEO of Sea Preservation at the WWF. I am concerned how the quantity will never growth once again. The axle, nearby connection roads and synthetic islands price a overwhelming $20 BN to construct, the major axle one price $. China officials say it will produce up to 10 billion renminbi, pound 1 TN, for the economics, but one Post-Kong legislator throw question on how drawing. I am cute certainly how we would never earn money how building price behind. In reality, the axle's support expenses would already get off a tertiary of the revenue. Critics include named the axle a large white's jumbo how guarantees no economical back. Other include told its major goal is symbolical, enabling Post-Kong is constructively associated to the continent.